Hey! I'm Bixibite, or you can call me Kiori, whatever you want. And this is gonna be the first part of my I'm not sure how many parts this is gonna have. Series where I talk about original characters and how to make redesigns for YouTubing and video games or just for fun. Please don't take this to heart. I'm only self-proclaimed professional. I don't have any professional things. I'm just thinking and losing my own brain. So please have fun, don't take this to heart, don't feel like, oh my god, I have to follow these formats every word or else I'm gonna be, I don't know, burned alive? These are only for fun. So hey, how about we just get straight to the point. So, what is an OC or original character? OC stands for original character. OC is an internet slang initialism referring to a minor character in an exciting canon whose role is being expanded by a fanfiction writer or a completely new character who exists in reality or published canon. So that's an OC source. Now that we know what an original character is, we can ask ourselves why and how do we make a character? First, you want to ask yourself why you want to make a character. Is it for fun? Do you want to make it for VTubing or whatever your heart desires? And then what programs or art supplies you want to use? Please don't feel like, oh no, we are talking about art supplies. Oh no, I don't have $1 million to spend on art supplies. No, don't worry, you can use paper, you can use traditional work like colored pencils, or if you want, you can use digital art supplies if you have like iPad or your phone even. You don't have to use the most expensive art supplies, but if you have those, great! Use those if you know how to use them. There's plenty of tutorials on YouTube on how to use certain programs and what they can do and what they can't do. But if you feel like, oh no, I only have like colored pencils and paper, then don't worry, you can use those as well. It's not a big deal. There's plenty of amazing artists on TikTok and even on YouTube that use traditional supplies to create art. Now that we have decided on what supplies we want to use to create our art, then we can ask ourselves, are there any rules when it comes to this? Do I have to follow any rules? Usually when it comes to creating video game characters, there are rules that the designers have to follow when they're creating those characters. Let's take Genshin Impact as an example. Since their designs are pretty popular all over the internet and I play that game a lot, so it just feels normal for me to use them as an example. Of course, there might be something that I'm not aware of, but yeah, first of all, their characters are really, main focus is on their backside, because the game is played on them on third perspective, so usually when you're playing that game, you're looking at the character's back, so the main focus is always on the back. So keep that in mind if you are creating a Genshin character. But of course, you want to make sure that when you look at them from the front, they're also very, you can still very likable characters. So hey, Editor Pix here, I just wanted to say that the word I was trying to find was appealing. Because when you're thinking about those characters, you automatically think about the front of the character and not really the back of the character. So yeah, that's what I was trying to find, so thanks. VTubers have main focus on the upper half of the body, but we are gonna get back to the lower and upper part later on this video, so don't worry about that just yet. Or if you are making a fan design for a smaller artist or even a fan art, please make sure that if you're making fan art that you follow the creator's rules. Some creators don't like people are making not safe for work artwork for not safe for work artwork for some creators don't like that if you make 18 plus artwork for them, or they have a certain hashtag to use that you need to use when you're publishing that artwork online. So please keep that in mind, that some artists might have that. Or if you're not sure, you can just ask them on Twitter or something. We want to be respectful here, okay? Great, now that we have come through the main points, we can go a little deeper. So, now we are going to the preparing process on how to create an original character. Are you all still in yet? Good! Put your seatbelts on because we are going fast! First tip that I have is use Pinterest. Because coming up with ideas can be really, really hard sometimes and you're never really sure that is my idea good? Is it bad? Or do I have to start over? Well, I have always been told that you can never ever use your first ideas, because usually then you're using the surface ideas that your brain usually has, and those are ideas that you've seen already online a lot, example cats and dogs, or carrots and apples. Those are usually the surface ideas, but when you put your mind deeper into it and think about it a lot, you're gonna come with more creative ideas that make you easier for you to stand out. Then we can think about if it's really hard for you, then what year does your character live in? What year do you want your character live in? Like, are they from the future, from the 1900s? Like, if it's from, let's say, 2010, good. What things were trending in 2020? You can just easily Google. There are mostly a lot of like nostalgia forums online that you can just see what people were thinking about those times. Especially music has always been a huge part of humans and society, so you can easily look up like what kind of music was popular at those times, and you can get ideas from that. Or you can also make your character a time traveler. Like maybe you're there from the future and then your character now lives in the 1927. Then we can think about like, does your character have a job? Are they what species? An animal? Human? Mythological creature? Are they alive? Are they dead? That's what makes it easier for you to find new ideas for your character. And this next thing I want to talk about is snowballing. Well, I call this snowballing, but there's probably a proper term for that, but I call it a snowballing. So let's say you've decided that your character is gonna be a cat. But what kind of cat? Is it spotted cat, black cat, white cat, short-haired cat, long-haired cat? Does your character have 2 tails, 3 tails? Does your cat have no tail at all? What kind of cat is it? Or is this gonna be, oh, it's a purple cat? Well, if you go to Google, there's a lot of purple cat figures already. So maybe you don't want to go with that. Or if you have really good idea that makes it easier for you to stand out from the rest of the purple cats out there, good, use it. Use it. And now that we have talked about purple cats, it's easier for us to go to the next part, which is the color palette of your character. What kind of colors do you want to use? Associating your characters with certain kind of colors makes it easier for other people to be reminded of your character. Or even if you don't want other people to see your character, it makes it easier for you. Like, let's say your color was purple, and then people see purple things, they're like, oh yeah, I remember. This reminds me of that one person who always uses purple when they're making art. And then if you're already in the point of making your character, you can, actually color theory is really important. You don't want to use colors that don't go together at all. If you don't know any color theory, I have linked few videos in the description where you can learn more about color theory, because I'm not professional myself, and I know there's people who can explain it better than I can. So please look in the video description when it comes to color theory, thank you. Or if you're just lazy, you can just go to Pinterest or something and search color palettes, and they have amazing and wonderful color palettes. Just search about them and see what comes up. But if you are already there using pink and purple color palette, please go back. Go back, there's a lot of pink and purple characters already. It makes it super hard for you to stand out there. Now that we are talking about standing out, what's standing out, actually? Well, standing out is what makes your character easier to remember. Let's say you're making a new Pokemon, like new evolution Pokemon. Look at the current ones and see what you can make different that it stands out from the rest of those already existing ones. Like, can you add something special, new color? Or can you modify it something that makes it super easy to stand out, that it's not gonna be mixed or thought about it someone else? Like, what do you mean my Pokemon? Now, this is not Sylveon, this is your Milan. You stupid. Then, now that you've made it this far, take out your piece of paper. I've always thought to sketch my ideas out on paper, because you can just easily use your eraser and erase things. You can use all the corners out there, but if you don't want to, you can just use your iPad or phone or something. But I've always used paper to sketch out on my ideas, because I like the feeling of paper, and it just makes it so much easier for me to, try out new things, and super fast as well. So use paper, but I know that there's like iPads who have this like paper like texture screen protectors, but I'm not sure if those are, oh my god, my voice. But But I know that there's like paper, like screen protectors out there. So if you want to use those, go ahead. But I personally have no experience on those, so I can't really say if I recommend them or not. Then my next idea is to do a lot of sketches. Don't do just one and say, okay, I'm done. This is all. Goodbye. No, never come with your first one. Do a lot of sketches. Like, I usually have over like 10 sketches on every one of my characters that I've had. And between us, before I even came up with this current one, I have already designed like over 20 characters that were all rigged, all had like backstories and everything before I decided that I want to go with this one. So like, that should tell something. Now we're moving to the next part. So now that if it's super hard for you and you'll not show like, is this character good? I don't know. I like the way they look, but it just doesn't feel right to me. Well, you are come to the right place, my dear. We are gonna go more in depth of your original character. See if your characters has like fun historical facts or like mythological facts. Or you can just put fun things that make them special, like a water bottle that's from your childhood. And you have very fond of memory of that, so you can add that on your character's head or something. Just the small details like this that make it so much fun. And then my favorite part. Start trauma dumping. Give your characters traumas. okay, I'm joking. But it's really true. If your character has some, like, let's say your character is a villain or even a hero, think what made them a hero or villain? Why are they like this? What happened that made them like this? Give them a backstory, something that makes them like stood out and why they are the person they are today. Start thinking about all of those things. And at this point, it's okay to start over as well. If you feel like, no, this is not good, this is not good, this is not me, this is not what I like, this is not what I want, it's okay to start over. And even if you have already debuted your character and like shown million people of what your character and the OC looks like, it's okay to start over. Don't feel like you have to be like, oh no, this is so bad. But now I have to use this because I already debuted it. No, don't worry, dear. You can start always over. If someone tells you not to start over, fart at their face. Another fun thing you can do is when you go to Google, you can search like OC character sheets and you can fill up those. It's super fun and super quick and super easy. They're like these cute little fun paper things that you can fill, where you can fill out fun facts and like favorite colors, favorite foods, favorite fruits. And you can do that and it's super quick and super fun. It makes it easier for you to get in the character. Now that you have survived the preparing part, it's drawing time, baby! Now that you have done 1 million designs and different kind of paper sheets of your character, pick out your favorites and see if there's something you like about like any of them and see if you could like put them together. Like let's say on one drawing I had pigtails on my character and on other drawing I had like hair down on my character. Do you like the pigtails more or do you like the hair down more? And see if the pigtails would go with the other outfit that you had on the other character. Or maybe give them pigtails and let them wear their hair down. Give toggles. That works too. See what you like and what you don't like. And then you can get to drawing and try to sketch those ideas out. Or if you have a favorite one, absolutely favorite one that you want to go with, then go with that. That's absolutely fine. Earlier I mentioned upper and lower body half, and now I'm gonna talk about them more. So, your character's upper and lower body half. Are you gonna use your character more on the upper body half, or lower body half? Let's say if you like drawing feet, then you probably would have the main focus on your character's lower half than the upper half. But if you use your character for VTubing, then the main focus should be on the upper half. Unless you have feed cam on your character, then use that. But mostly VTubers are filmed from the upper half like mine. So my main focus has always been on my upper half. You wouldn't know if my character has legs or not if I showed you. From this angle, you can't really tell. Or if you just like doing main body pieces, then draw the whole body and try to balance the upper and body half so it doesn't look too busy or just too plain t-shirt and jeans. But if you like that, then go with that. I'm not gonna judge you. You do you. You decide. You're the mastermind. Other thing you can do is give your character a fun pose so that their personality stands up more. put their hands on their waist if they're like, this is my power student. You all smell funny and that, yeah. Make sure that your character's personality shows when they're just standing there. And you can use facial expressions as well. Make sure that their personality stands out. And yeah, give them like, are they very gloomy person? Then make their facial expression look like they're always super gloomy. And give them a pose that reminds them of that character and how moody they are. And then we can talk about silhouette. This isn't really that important, and you don't actually have to even do this if you don't want to. But what is a silhouette? Well, silhouette is when I blank out my character completely. Like you can only see like this. Actually, let me show you. Yeah, this is what you can see. You can barely tell that I have any facial features or anything because this is just black or white or any other color. So yeah, this is basically what silhouette is. You can see what features stand out from the silhouette and what don't. Do the upper and body have look interesting? Does the feet look interesting? What does look interesting and what doesn't? So now that you are happy with your current character, you can start drawing. And yeah, or if you don't like drawing yourself and you want to pay someone for doing that, you can make a Pinterest board that you fill with ideas. Be in contact with your artist because most artists don't want to even do anything for you if you don't have Pinterest board or anything and you're just like, oh yeah, make them a cute cat girl. What kind of cat girl you want me to make you? Make a lot of ideas. Give them like, oh, I want it to be a fairy core cat girl. Most this and this breed and they have no hair and they're bald and that. It already gives your designer a lot of more than just cat. Unless you want your designer to be in completely charge of your character, then yeah, that's fine. They can do that. But hey, that will be the first part of my character designing series that I have going on now. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment box below and I'll try to reply as fast as I can. Oh my god, I can't speak. Or if you disagree or if you have something to add, you can also do that. I'll try my best. And yeah, please remember that these are only my ideas and what I think. I'm not a professional. These are just what I've used for my characters and what I find helpful. But yeah, if you have anything else, you can leave them in the comments below. Thank you. But before we end, I also want to remember you that I also do live streams. If you want notifications on that, you can subscribe to my channel and with the live tab or my community tab, where I try to update people on when I'm going live. So you can see that as well, thank you. And if you want notifications on new videos, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can make sure that you don't miss out on anything that I do here. I also have Twitter, but that's pretty dead. But if you want to, I'll try my best to upload there more. So yeah, I also have a Twitter. Thank you. Now that we're at the end, I also want to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Bye.